Digital FM Online.
So, Miss Day, there'll be no story about this in the Manchester News, will there?
I'm not going to write one, Inspector.
And your man outside Professor Lane's house, is he?
Who told you about him?
I'm asking the question, Miss. Thackeray here, over.
Student Silver, I'm still outside Professor Lane's house. A man just arrived in a taxi. He's going into the house. Over.
And the other man from the Manchester News, is he still there? Over.
Yes, in the doorway of the church. It's written in his notebook. He hasn't moved all day. Over.
I'll come straight to you from the Manchester News office in about a quarter of an hour. Over and out.
So, Inspector, you have a man in front of the house too.
That's right, miss.
This Professor Lane then. What do you know about him?
His work is top secret, Miss Day.
Military electronic always is top secret.
Then why are you asking me?
He works for the government, doesn't he?
He worked for the
And now?
government.
And now?
He works for Lane's Military Electronics.
His own company, is it?
Yes, in his own company, but there's no secret you'll find in the telephone book on your desk there. A wants a man, 1 month old company. It sells electronics idea.
Who to?
Only the professor knows that.
But now our government wants to know, is that it?
His idea mustn't go to the wrong people, must they? Thackeray here, over.
M15 has just telephoned. They got the name of the visitor. It's Mr. Paul Hafner. He sells electronics to military governments. Very friendly with the president of Mubalia. He flew in from Switzerland yesterday, lunchtime. Over.
Stay in the car, Silver. I'm coming now. Over and out. You have to leave, Miss Day. Remember now, no newspaper stories.
I know, it's all top secret.
And it must stay top secret too.
That's the house, sir. 39 Ash Road. The one with the big garden.
Ah, yes. I can see the number on the front gate.
Wait a minute, sir. The door is opening.
Now who can that be?
Hafner. Yes, it's Paul Hafner. He's coming out of the house.
In a hurry too.
Hello, that's his taxi.
Where?
There, sir. Next to the tree on the other side of the road. It's just driving up.
Stop it. Quick, Silver.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what are you playing at? This is Ash Road, you know, not Monaco.
Police, you have to...
French police?
Don't be funny.
We drive on the left in Britain, you know.
Stay here and don't move. Move to the one side, please. My taxi is waiting.
You're Mr. Paul Hafner, sir.
I'm in a hurry, I tell you. I have to go to the airport.
Please, sir. We'll try to be quick. Just 1 or 2 questions.
We're only doing our job, sir. We don't take long. All right then, I give you 5 minutes.
Thank you, sir. We'll go into the house now. We can talk easily there, and I have to see Professor Lane too.
The police are here, sir.
Thank you, Miss Jones. Come in, please.
I'm Inspector Thackeray. This is Sergeant Silver. Miss Hafner, you already know.
Ah, good. You got him then?
Go to, sir.
Hafner.
Why do you say that?
He stole my drawings. I just telephoned the police about it. Didn't you get the message?
Stole your drawings? Really? Professor? No, why do you say that?
Why? I will tell you why. We were in this room, remember? And you asked me that question.
What about, sir?
The question, Professor Lane. What was it about?
The electronic eye.
The electronic eye, Professor.
I can't answer you, Inspector. It's a secret.
Alright then. We'll go back to your story, Miss Hafner. Here. Ask you a question about the electronic eye. What then?
I had to check on 1 or 2 things, so I went to the office safe.
And the drawings weren't there?
No, they weren't. So I closed the safe and then I came back here.
And what did you find?
An empty room.
Well, Miss Hafner, we're waiting for your answer.
My answer to what?
Why did you leave so quickly?
You didn't say goodbye. My plan it was a question of time. The professor left the room, then I wait and...
How long?
5 minutes maybe.
That's not long.
You don't understand, Inspector. It was already 2 o'clock. My plans leaves at 3. It's a 20-minute journey to the airport, and our talk was at the end, really.
Oh, why was that?
I can't raise the money. What money? The money for the electronic eye. The professor wants £300,000.
But it will make millions and millions of pounds for us.
I can only raise 100,000.
The Manchester News is on the telephone for you, Professor.
My surgeon will talk to them, Miss Jones. The professor mustn't answer any questions. Just tell them that Silver gave them my name. They'll understand, then come back here and write down Miss Hefner's story.
Yes, sir.
Now, Professor, you have to talk to all the people in the house. There's your secretary, or is your wife at home?
My wife died last year, Inspector. But there's my daughter. She is here.
Yes, I'll have to see her as well in your office. Please, it won't take long. So you're going to leave this job, Miss Jones?
At the end of the month, Inspector.
What will you do then?
I look for a real secretary's job.
You got the real secretary's job here, haven't you? Why do you laugh, Miss Jones?
Real secretaries open letters, answer telephone calls, and make appointments.
And you don't do any of these things?
No, I don't.
What do you do then?
I type, just type.
What do you type?
Figures, line after line of figures.
You answer some letters, don't you?
Answer them? I never even open them. They're all top secret, you know.
Those figures, they're top secret, you'll see. Those.
That doesn't matter.
Why not?
I can't understand them.
So you can't remember them, is that it?
Yes, that's it.
Tell me, Miss Jones, does Professor have a safe in his room?
Yes, he puts all his drawings and his papers in it.
I don't see it here. Where is it?
I don't know, Inspector.
You don't know, but you're his secretary. You work here.
The safe's top secret as well. He never opens it in front of me. I always have to leave the room.
You have to leave the room. Tell me, Miss Hafner, does he know about the safe?
Mr. Hafner? Who's he?
The man in the sitting room.
Oh, that's his name, is it?
What about the daughter? Does she know about the safe?
She never comes in here. And anyway, the professor never talks about his work to others.
Doesn't he?
Can I go now, Inspector?
There's just one other thing.
What's that?
Your last job, where was it?
At the Manchester News. The work was alright, but I had to stay very late in the evenings. My family didn't like that.
Thank you, Miss Jones. You've been very helpful. The professor's daughter can come in now. So you're going to leave this job, Miss Jones?
At the end of the month, Inspector.
What will you do then?
I look for a real secretary's job.
You got the real secretary's job here, haven't you? Why do you laugh, Miss Jones?
Real secretaries open letters, answer telephone calls, and make appointments.
And you don't do any of these things?
No, I don't.
What do you do then?
I type, just type.
What do you type?
Figures, line after line of figures.
You answer some letters, don't you?
Answer them? I never even open them. They're all top secret, you know.
Those figures, they're top secret, you'll see. Those.
That doesn't matter.
Why not?
I can't understand them.
So you can't remember them, is that it?
Yes, that's it.
Tell me, Miss Jones, does Professor have a safe in his room?
Yes, he puts all his drawings and his papers in it.
I don't see it here. Where is it?
I don't know, Inspector.
You don't know, but you're his secretary. You work here.
The safe's top secret as well. He never opens it in front of me. I always have to leave the room.
You have to leave the room. Tell me, Miss Hafner, does he know about the safe?
Mr. Hafner? Who's he?
The man in the sitting room.
Oh, that's his name, is it?
What about the daughter? Does she know about the safe?
She never comes in here. And anyway, the professor never talks about his work to others.
Doesn't he?
Can I go now, Inspector?
There's just one other thing.
What's that?
Your last job, where was it?
At the Manchester News. The work was alright, but I had to stay very late in the evenings. My family didn't like that.
Thank you, Miss Jones. You've been very helpful. The professor's daughter can come in now. So you teach mathematics at the University of Manchester.
That's right, Inspector.
Do you ever help your father's work?
No, never. Really, Inspector, what a question.
Tell me, Miss Lane, why are you so angry?
The electronic eye, it can kill people, you know? Hundreds, thousands of people.
So you took your father's paper then?
No, Inspector, I'm not a thief.
Who is the thief then?
You are a policeman, you tell me. But there is one thing.
What's that?
Last night, about 1 o'clock, I heard a noise.
Where?
Downstairs, I was in bed at the time.
So what did you do?
I got up and looked out of the window. It was dark at first, but then a light came on.
Oh, where?
From this office.
How long was the light on?
About 3 minutes, maybe.
A thief can't do much in 3 minutes.
He can find the safe.
Yes, but then he has to open it.
That's quite easy. It's an old one, you know.
Maybe it was your father.
I asked him this morning. He slept all through the night.
You didn't tell him about the lights and the noise.
No, I didn't want to.
I got half the story here, sir, and I asked him 2 or 3 other questions. You find the answer on the piece of paper.
Thank you, Silver. His work as an electronic engineer. And what do we have here? He once sold safes for a company in Switzerland. Well, well, well.
So we can.
Yes, we can take the thief to the police station now. But you must call at the Manchester News office, Surgeon. Ask them for the professor's paper. They can go back to the safe again now.
I'm not a thief, Inspector. How many times do I have to tell you?
You took those drawings,
Look, Inspector, I told you my story.
and it's not a very good one.
No, why do you say that, Inspector?
I have my notebook here, Miss Lane. I wrote down 1 or 2 things.
Good. I won't have to repeat them, will I?
You said, and I have your words here, this electronic eye can kill people.
Well, it can.
How do you know that? You didn't help your father, did you? And he never spoke about his work, did he? It also was top secret, wasn't it? Wasn't it? But you knew the name of this electronic thing, and you knew.
I'm not a thief, Inspector. I'll tell you.
And then there's the question of the safe.
What about it, Inspector?
You never went into your father's office, did you?
No, I didn't.
Then how did you know there was a safe? You even said, where is it now? Ah, yes, here it is. You even said it's an old one. Tell me, how did you know that?
You were right, sir.
Ah, come in, Silver. Come in.
I got them.
Got what?
The drawings. They arrived by the second post at the Manchester News office this morning.
Thank you, Sergeant. Now, Miss Lane, tell me, why did you send those letters to the Manchester News?
You tell me, Inspector. You know all the answers.
You wanted to stop the sale of the electronic eye, didn't you? That was it, wasn't it? And at the same time, you wanted to stop your father's work.
A letter to the Manchester News won't do that.
A story in the newspaper will.
His work won't be top secret then, will it?
People won't come to him for...
Alright, Inspector, alright. But just read the letter.
Which letter?
There's a letter with the drawings, isn't there?
There's a typewritten page, no name at the bottom. Is that it?
Yes, that is it. Can I have it for a moment? Thank you, Inspector. I will read it, just the end of it. Then perhaps you will understand. I want these drawings back. Please post them this evening to P.O. Box 352, Manchester. I'm not a thief. I don't want any money for this. I just want to stop the sale of the electronic eye and to stop the sale of any other things like it. Please help me with this. Please, please.